Actually, maybe my real advice to people is that you want to increase your surface area for luck because you can't predict when luck will happen, but you can create more opportunity for happenstance to benefit you. I went on some podcasts like really early on. I tried to create YouTube videos. I did a bunch of random things. Some worked okay, some worked better than others. We took a pretty big swing with a recent launch, but you just kind of don't know what's going to work. And so you have to just kind of take those swings.
What have been the key things that you've done that have increased your sort of surface area for luck?
I mean, one example is, how I met my co-founder. I had this idea, like an early idea for what Tambo is, had the courage to go stand up in front of a bunch of strangers. I actually messaged people in advance. I messaged him in advance because I could see who was going. And I was like, ooh, you'd be a good fit for my team. I messaged like 10 people hoping that like 4 would want to join my team. But that's an example, right? Very low risk to me to send that message, very low risk for me to show up. I didn't know that would turn into a startup. I actually didn't even think it would be a startup. I thought that I would get people to work on this as a side project to help me with this other product I was working on. So, you just honestly don't know how these things are going to pay off. So it's just you want to do as many of them as possible, right? Like other examples are just like putting yourself out there, right? I mean, I remember when we fundraised our pre-seed, that was all new to me. It was, to be honest, a kind of scary process. You're kind of exposing yourself to these really smart, often well-connected people with your fledgling idea and trying to convince them that this idea is good and that you're the right person to build it. And you're only about 80% sure that you're the right person to build it because, I'm a human. I don't think I'm like the best thing ever. I know all my flaws, but yeah, there's just so many ways that you have to kind of just like put yourself out there and realize that the downside is usually much smaller. It's capped. It's much smaller than you think. Like they'll say no to you. That's like pretty much the worst case scenario.